Tens of thousands of people are starving in Somalia. For them, international aid is the difference between life and death. But there is evidence food sent to the country is being stolen from the people who need it most.
We haven't received any food from the UN agencies since we arrived, and the little food we get from the people is taken by militias and the thugs who think we are weak and vulnerable. Please help us quickly.
Famine victims are being forced to buy their own food from Somali businessmen who are stealing aid and selling it for cash. They're politically connected and have armed militias to guard stolen goods. Thousands of sacks of corn and grain meant for famine victims are winding up on store shelves. Fortified peanut butter used to feed starving children is being taken off aid trucks and sold in Mogadishu's markets. At refugee camps, families say they've been forced to give back food after journalists have taken photos of them with it. It's a cruel story of profiteering from a disaster that threatens more than 12 million lives. Theft of international aid could make donors reluctant to give food if it's not getting to those who need it. The United Nations says there has been some stealing, but it's not as extensive as it seems.
The World Food Programme has put in place strengthened and rigorous monitoring and control in Somalia. However, given the lack of access to much of the territory due to security dangers and restrictions, humanitarian supply lines remain highly vulnerable to looting, attack, and diversion by armed groups.
Stealing food aid is relatively common during humanitarian disasters. What's surprising in Somalia is the size of the operation and how open it is. It shows how difficult it can be to feed millions of starving people in one of the world's most dangerous countries. Zein, Basravi, Al Jazeera.